another episode of Value Wrenching. Today we're going to troubleshoot this winch. We're going to disconnect these two wires. I had to take the two bolts from here to remove this cap because these bolts, or nuts I should say, they're way too rusty. I ended up cutting the wires. I'm just going to change all the terminals. Just grab vice grips and I'm going to hold it from the inside and loosen these nuts. Hopefully it works out. It does not want to come apart. Basically what I'm trying to do is grab it right there, preventing it from turning, and then removing this nut. But you can see how it's almost all welded itself with rust. Exactly what I thought would happen. That threaded rod just snapped. So I'll just have to snap the other one. So that's the part that I'll have to order. And then they just go crisscross. You want to have two positives this way, two negatives this way. I actually won't have to order any of these posts. What I'm gonna do is unsolder this, and then I'm just gonna make my own post using two bolts, some O-rings, that's the old parts, and then we're gonna have some washers and nuts holding everything in place. Let's see if this works. I'd be able to get it by now, but it's not coming off. Go ahead and connect the battery booster cables to the positive terminal and the negative terminal, and the other ends of the cable will just go to the battery, and we're just gonna see if we get a response from this winch. So the winch is working. We just need to fix these wire ends and we should be good to go. So now I'll show you how to put wire ends on these kind of wires. What we're going to do is install these kind of ends on it. So now what you want to do is strip about, just put it in, but this much off. To do this, I just use wire cutters and I go gently all the way around. You don't want to cut the wire, the copper, you just want to cut the insulation. I'm going to go this way. There's different ways to do it. You can use a blade. There you go. And then you just want to test fit it. That looks good. Now this can be either soldered or it can be hammered. We'll slide this over. A piece of heat shrink will protect it from the elements. Then you put this in. Put it inside the tool. Make sure everything fits nicely, line everything up, and then we're going to strike this with a hammer. Just like this. It doesn't come off. And then the heat shrink will go right here. I just use a regular lighter. You want to go all around. There you go. The positive wire is stripped. Now we're going to put the fitting in. Oh, almost forgot to put the heat shrink. Put the heat shrink over. Put your fitting in. aligning the tool. Make sure the wire is in, and then give it a good shot. Make sure the wiring is not coming off. Then you're good to go. There you go, good to go. New wires are installed on the winch. I like to tuck them away from branches and rocks. That way, when you're riding and mudding, they don't catch on anything.